Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's first video, doing weekend forecast for today's first video. We're earlier than normal with weekend forecast because later on we're going to release the third and final seasonal model roundup for the winter of 2017-18. We get 14 long-range models together for that to see what they're all showing, see if we can get a consensus for one final time for this winter. It'll be coming up around midday here on the homepage, that video, and then this evening it'll be placed on the winter updates and forecast page. But we're beginning everything for this weekend. Going to be a big weekend of updates, so I'll talk about what's coming up tomorrow at the end of the video. But we're beginning all of the updates with the weekend forecast, as always on a Saturday, having a detailed look at the weather for the weekend. Going to be a cold week coming up. There will be some wintry potential as well. Just say that last night did a live event with Quantum, so we went on for a couple of hours, took more questions, I think, for this one than we've done in all of the previous 5 combined. So we really did answer lots of questions, and we talked about the computer models, and we talked about winter and all of that kind of thing. We had a look at the weather going out today, 10 with GFS and ECWF runs from last night. So I think it went down quite well. The comments have been very nice and kind about the live event. If you haven't seen it yet, but you can watch the video here on the homepage right now. You just scroll down the page a little bit. It's above the snow desk. And you can also find that video on Quantum's homepage. Unfortunately, I won't be able to have this video brought over to, I won't be able to bring it over to Gav's Weathervids YouTube page, because YouTube, we just realised last night, have got rid of the video editor suite of tools, which means that I can't import that video from Quantum's channel. So what I'm going to do, if you want to see video on Quantum's channel, then I'm going to leave the link to the video on Quantum's channel in the description box here at YouTube. But the video is also on the website of gavsweathervids.com on the homepage. So there's plenty of opportunities to have a look at it. I'll be retweeting it and so on through the course of the weekend, posting it on our Facebook page as well. So you won't miss out. There will be plenty of opportunities to have a look at that. But we're not sure why YouTube has got rid of the video editor, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. But there will be plenty of opportunities for you to have a listen to the live broadcast that we did last night. It went really, really well, and hopefully we will be able to bring you more through the course of the winter to have some interesting weather, which I think we might do, certainly staying cold for the foreseeable future. So let's get on with weekend forecast. We're going to use websites of weatheroutlook.com and weathercentre.de. You can find links to both of those websites on the links page. We're beginning here with radar picture, and we've got snow showers across the northern and western parts of Scotland. Also wintry showers come down to Northern Ireland, across the Irish Sea and towards northwestern England and north and west Wales, and also pushing down into Midlands as well. I've had a few flakes of snow here in Northamptonshire in the last few minutes, although it is currently dry. These showers are pushing a little bit further southeast, but you see many southern southeastern parts of the country actually at the moment looking mostly dry. Here's today's toxic pressure chart, and it's a cold day. Excuse me, we've got cold northwesterly winds. Low pressure is up to the northeast, high pressure is out to the west. We're putting down this northwesterly flow. So we'll have more wintry showers piling into the north and the west through the course of the day. There could be accumulations of snow over high ground across the northwestern parts of Scotland, also coming down into Northern Ireland and into northwestern parts of England as well. Few of those showers will penetrate through into the Midlands. Many southern and eastern parts are going to stay mostly dry with sunny spells today. An odd wintry shower is possible almost anywhere, but most of them will be up in the north and west. And again, you can expect accumulations of snow over high ground, particularly of northern western Scotland, but also high ground of northwest England and Northern Ireland and North Wales as well. Temperature going to be cold today. It's a frosty start, and we're not going to get much better, around 2 degrees to 7 degrees from north to south. It will feel colder than that in the brisk northwesterly winds. Overnight tonight, we start to build this little bit of a ridge in from off the Atlantic. I think there will still be wintry showers into the north and west, particularly the first part of the night. They'll probably tend to ease down in the second part of the night. But again, further accumulations of snow over high ground, certainly possible, particularly for Scotland. And maybe a dusting on lower levels almost anywhere overnight if one of these wintry showers was to blow through. Otherwise, we're looking at a cold and frosty night with temperature going down close to freezing, possibly -1 or -2. Just tempered a little bit by the still quite brisk northwesterly breeze, especially so further north. But with these wintry showers around, of course, you may well find icy patches developing on untreated roads of pavements, so it could be quite treacherous on untreated roads of pavements, particularly so up in the north. As we move through into Sunday, we're going to find a little bump of high pressure going across the country through most of the day. By the end of the day, low pressure will be starting to threaten western parts of Scotland. So a mainly dry day actually for much of the country on Sunday, but wintry showers will ease down and die back towards the coast. There'll be some decent sunny spells coming through, particularly so in the morning. But then in the afternoon, it will start to go downhill a bit in the northwest with cloud and outbreaks of rain rolling into western Scotland and Northern Ireland. And as that rain begins to push eastwards across other parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland through the course of Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, may be preceded temporarily by a spell of sleet or snow. And again, that's particularly over high ground, but maybe a few flakes initially down to low levels before rapidly turning back to rain. The rest of England and Wales looking mostly dry with sunny spells on Sunday, but probably turning increasingly hazy from the west through the course of the day. Be a cold day tomorrow, temperatures again ranging from around 2 to 7 degrees Celsius. Maybe starting to lift up a bit across western Scotland by evening. We move through into Monday, and low pressure is pushing across the country, bringing a slightly milder day before the wind starts to turn back into the north as we go through into Monday evening, bringing that cold air back. So cloud and outbreaks of rain from Scotland and Northern Ireland with a little bit of hail snow overnight, Sunday into Monday. We'll push southwards through Monday morning, across England and Wales. It'll be quite a wet morning for England and Wales. And that rain could linger on through much of the day, actually, down in the south and southeast. It may well struggle to clear southern, southeastern parts of the country. Further north, it'll brighten up, but as it does so, that wind will swing back into the north and it'll turn colder, so any showers across Scotland will start to turn quite wintry again by the end of Monday. Slightly milder day, though, so temperatures in the south probably reaching around 9 or 10 degrees, despite the cloud and outbreaks of rain. In the north, after initially quite a mild or maybe less cold start with temperatures around 7 or 8. I suspect by the end of the day we'll be seeing those temperatures starting to drop away as these northerly winds begin to pick up once again. And then the rest of the week is looking cold after that. So Tuesday we find high pressure through the Atlantic pushing up towards Greenland. Low pressure is across Norway and the Norwegian Sea, and moving down the North Sea, and in between we've got this squeeze in the isobars. If you follow them back, the air's coming from a long way north. So Tuesday going to be a cold day. There'll be wintry showers in the north and around coastal fringes as well. Inland regions probably mostly dry with sunny spells. Feeling really quite bitter in that northerly wind up in the north with temperatures only around 2 or 3 degrees. In the south, we might get to around 6 or 7 degrees once again, but it is going to be a cold day on Tuesday. Probably a bit colder on Wednesday, if anything. This is a long-lasting northerly wind that we've got setting here through the middle part of the week. So I suspect Wednesday starts off with a widespread frost, probably quite a hard and maybe even fairly severe frost up in the north, especially over any snow cover. Again, there'll be showers, and they will, by this point, I think, be more or less falling as snow, even down to sea level. So anywhere could get a snow shower on Wednesday, but most of them will be in the north, probably some coming down the eastern coastal fringes as well. Inland areas, at the moment, it looks like it's going to be mostly dry with sunny spells inland and down in the south. But keep in mind that little features, little troughs and little weather fronts might crop up a little bit closer to the time. These kind of features, they aren't well forecast, particularly from a few days away. So do bear in mind that wintry showers, snow showers might be a bit more widespread for other parts of the country than at the moment it appears. Temperatures on Wednesday are going to be very cold, ranging from probably no better than close to freezing across northern Scotland to around 5 degrees down across southern parts of the country. That northerly wind is still with us into Thursday, so as I say, this is a proper northerly blast that we're having here from a proper sustained blocking feature out to our north and west. I think wintry showers might become a little bit more widespread on Thursday, so almost anywhere could get a temporary covering of snow through Thursday. Perhaps most likely again in the north and the east with this slight northeasterly tilt to the wind. The driest weather will tend to be in the south and west, but I do think Thursday holds the potential for these showers to be a bit more widespread. Again, there'll be mostly snow, even to low levels, because it's such a cold and long-lasting cold northerly wind. Temperatures on Thursday, again, barely above freezing for the far north of Scotland to around 4 or 5 degrees in the south. Hard frost early and late. Now, then we move through into Friday. The wind is still coming from the north, but this high pressure is just starting to slip a little bit. There's quite a bit of uncertainty, though, as we get through to the end of the week and next weekend. What we can say is that Friday is still a cold day. Probably any snow showers easing off, maybe turning back more towards rain and sleet a little bit as well, but a lot of dry weather. Again, the main thing by the end of the week will be frost, and quite hard, maybe even fairly severe frost for the north, early and late. Temperatures perhaps just ever so slightly up on Friday, but still cold at around 1 degree in the far north to 6 degrees in the south. And then into next weekend, this is very, very speculative. There is a lot of uncertainty about this, but the latest run of the GFS wants to start to move low pressure in from off the Atlantic on Saturday, bringing cloud and rain, possibly with hill snow. And then on Sunday, we're finding signs of that low pressure beginning to push southeastwards, possibly allowing colder air to return from the north. So there might be some wintry potential here next weekend, with rain or snow on Saturday. And then as the rain clears away on Sunday, possibly turning winds back into the north or the northeast. But I have to emphasise there's a lot of uncertainty at the moment about next week's weather. Next weekend's weather, I should say. Finally, just have a look at charts weather outlooks. So a cold day today, fairly bright, but there are those wintry showers, which just doesn't show all that well in the north and in the west in particular. Another cold day on sunny cloud and rain, eventually arriving in the northwest later on in the day. Then Monday is a slightly mild day, mildest day of the week, with cloud and outbreaks of rain spreading across the country, followed later on by a return of cold northerly winds. And then by Tuesday, we're back into those cold northerly winds with snow showers in the north, wintry showers around coastal fringes. And then these cold northerly winds continue through Wednesday and into Thursday as well. It is going to be cold through most of the coming week. Again, snow showers in the north and perhaps a little bit more widespread by the time we get through to Thursday. Hard overnight frost as well. By Friday, it's mainly dry and cold. The winter showers easing off, but we can expect again some really quite harsh overnight frost, I would have thought, by the middle and last stages of the week. So, in summary, we're looking at a cold week ahead. We're starting cold this weekend with wintry showers in the north and west. Monday will be cloudier and wetter and slightly milder with outbreaks of rain, but by Tuesday, winds back into the north, and then those northerly winds carry on through the rest of the week. There will be snow showers in places, particularly so in the north, hard overnight frost and pretty cold days as well. Right, that's weekend forecast done. You can come back later on, have a look at the third and final season one roundup winter 2017-18. But I'll be with you from midday. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.